All right, sorry about that. We are now live. All right, there, Andrew Warsaba is chasing it into the Cougars end. Cougars missed the puck, and it's going deep into the Hawk zone, and that's an icing. And we're going to send it back into the Cougars end. All right, coming to us live out here, we've got Andrew Warsaba, Grayson 20, Shayman out there on the ice. We got Owen Kelly. Looks like we got Koos out there on the ice. No, it was Milkovich. All right. Kelly lining them up. Throws a bit of a hit there. Milkovich dumps it back down into the zone. Cougars regroup it in their own end, circling here. Cougars with the puck, sending it up the ice. Taken away there by 20. Cougars regroup and send it down and deep into the Hawks' end. Picked up here by Milkovich. Up the boards to Kelly. Throws a hit. Warsaba unable to pick it up. Mintenko behind the net. Mintenko with the puck. Carrying it up the ice here. Sends it down, blocked by one of the Cougars. Mintenko circling back, sends it back up the boards. Cougars send it back. It's like a pickleball match. Winstanley chasing this puck. Puck goes behind the net. Mintenko sends it up there to Miller. Can't quite make that pass. Puck's loose and sent out of play. It's back on. Just tell them to reset, go to the live, and pick it up. I just can't touch my phone without booting myself off. All right, Valente at the face-off circle there. Puck's behind the net. Ooh, Cougars in front. They get a shot. Nice save there. Up the boards. Here's Valente. Valente battling to get it. He's got it. Coming down. He's got Mayer with him. Into the corner goes Valente with the puck. Still has it. Throws it up ahead. Picked up. Puck gets knocked up. All right, and here comes the Cougars back. Koos plays it over there to Valente. Just outside of the reach. Sent down the boards by Miller into the corner. It's going to be a face-off just outside. Got Finley McRae and net here today. Valente, Koos, Winstanley out there. We got Miller and Mayer. Puck goes behind the net. Cougars battling. Winstanley throwing his body in there, trying to get that puck loose. That was Mayer throwing a hit. Koos gets the puck, plays it ahead. Miller picks it up. Miller keeping control. Nice pass over there. Can't quite hold it. And here's Mayer coming down the ice. Mayer moving in. Fires in a shot. Goes very high. It was a good opportunity. Brogan's on the ice. Matthews plays it up there to Smith. Goes in deep. Offside. Boys are just tagging out here. All right. Fresh legs coming back in. We got Williams out there. Williams battling. Williams trying to keep that puck. Ref holds it in. Cougars are throwing some hits there. Matthews in alone. Woo! And they score on that. Williams, Smith, Brogan, Mintenko, and Milkovich are out there on the ice. Finley McRae in net for us today. Milkovich banks it down the boards. Williams at the faceoff circle. Brogan trying to get it. Milkovich sends it back there. Goes down. This is going to be an icing. And it is coming back. It's a bit of a delayed feed. They're a few minutes behind us. So it's showing me that we're live. Cougars wind up firing a shot. Ooh! Good opportunity there. Nice block by McRae. Williams, Mintenko in on the boards, trying to battle out and get this puck tied up along the boards in here. Puck's knocked loose. Here's Brogan trying to make it. Comes back. Mintenko sends it up the boards. Tries to get it to Brogan just ahead of him. Cougars with the puck. Regrouping behind their own net. Sending it in through the neutral zone. Orsaba making it difficult to get past. Cougars go back to their own end. Back behind the net. Up the boards. Milkovich picking up the puck. Plays it up to Dingwell. Woo! Both of them go down. Fires in a shot. Nice save by McRae. Picked up by Dingwell. Dingwell throws it ahead. Cougars pick it up in the neutral zone. Twinney with a nice poke check. Gets it in. Cougars regrouping. Coming down the boards. Icing. And we're going to send that puck back to the other end. Cougars with the puck on the blue line, coming in through the neutral zone. Moving in, fires in a shot, fires in a pass across the ice. All right, puck behind the net. Coos is going to go into the corner here. Cougars get there first. Mayer throws a hit. Cougars behind our net. Winstanley trying to get that puck. Cougars still have it. They throw it back behind our net. Coos with a nice poke check there. Takes the puck. Gets it ahead to Miller. Miller, nice pass up ahead and broken up there by the Cougars. Valente tries to get it in there. Puck goes behind the net. Cougars, center ice, throwing it down, goes wide into the corner. Coos picking it up here. Coos with the puck. Miller sends it on the net. We got a change here. Fresh legs coming out for the Hawks. We got Brogan, Williams, Matthews, Lawler, and Smith out there. Cougars got a little speed coming down the ice here. And they send it high up and out of play. All right, Williams at the circle here. Cougars are waved off. We got another. All right. Smith gets a piece of that. Williams with the puck. Sends it behind. Picked up by Lawler. Lawler off the boards to Matthews. Matthews up to Brogan. Brogan gets blocked there by the Cougars. Matthews tries to clear it up. Doesn't get it very far. Tries again. Cougars picking up the puck one more time. Dumping it down into that corner. Rory Matthews one more time. Banks it off the glass. Clears it. Cougars pick it up and Williams gets the puck. Plays it ahead to Brogan. Brogan coming down the wing. Fires a shot on the net. Goalie covers it. We're going to have a face-off. An offensive face-off. We could use one of those. Some fresh legs coming out for the Hawks. Mintenko, Milkovic, 20. Warsaba and Kelly. Warsaba gets it over there to 20. Warsaba with a nice shot. Puck going behind the net. Here comes the Cougars down the ice. Up ahead. Sent back. Cougars. Woo! Here we are. Warsaba. Nice pass there to Kelly. Kelly coming down. Dumps it down into the corner. Cougars have it. And Cougars are on the attack this time. Coming down into the corner. Nice hit throw in there by Mintenko. Mintenko banks it off the boards. Cougars send it back in deep. Woo! Loose puck in front. That was dangerous. Puck is still loose. Goes just wide of the net. Cougars have the puck again. Mintenko throws a hit. Cougars still have that puck. Kelly gets a piece of it. And the Cougars are going to regroup here. Down they go. That's an icing. All right, shots are 4-1 in favor of the Cariboo Cougars. Valente, Miller, Mayer out there. We got Winstanley, Goose in the back. McRae and net. Cougars with the puck. Up the boards. Shot back in there by Winstanley. Valente putting some pressure on. Cougars still have the puck. Pass across. Valente's going to try and take this. Tying him up along the boards. Goose picking up the puck. Centering pass in front to the Cougars. A little dangerous there. Don't think that went where it was intended. Cougars sending it back. McRae with a nice save. Woo! Another good save. There. Come on, let's clear this out. And they're firing another shot. Goes wide. Picking it up. Here's Mayer. Come on, let's clear it. Blocked. Cougars have the puck. And the Hawks are going to clear it out. Picked up here by the Cougars. We've got some fresh legs coming out here for the Hawks. Cougars in their own end. Trying to break out. Williams put a little pressure in. Ooh! Lawler with a timely hit there. Cougars still have the puck. Good pressure coming in as they're regrouping. Williams gets a piece but takes a hit. Here we come. 2-on-2 here. Rory Matthews. Nice save there by McRae. Puck's loose. Matthews gets it to Brogan, who feeds it back across. Picked up here by, is that Dingwell? Dingwell coming down the ice. He's got Williams. Oh, almost. Great opportunity in front. Puck's loose in front. Come on, let's pick it up. Brogan picking up this puck here. Tying it up along the boards. And the Cougars clear it over to the far side. Matthews and Lawler are back. Just outside the reach. Lawler gets that puck over to Dingwell. Dingwell feeds it up to Williams, but the Cougars take it back. Cougars firing a shot. Nice save by McRae. Brogan, nice pass up the boards. No icing here. Mintenko throws the puck up ahead. Mintenko along the boards. And we got an offside there. A couple opportunities there from the Hawks. Interesting, they give those. Oh yeah, we're back on. It's just really delayed.
I didn't look at my phone until now.
Yeah, no, we're good. They won't appreciate it. All right, at the boards. Here we go. Behind the net. Here's the Cougars with the puck behind our net. In front, and the shot goes wide. Thankful. Cougars, 20. All right, here we are. Warszawa. No, Cougars take it away. Cougars in their own end. D to D pass here. Still D to D, trying to break out. Long pass up ahead, broken up here. That was Milkovic who got a piece of it. He's going to pick up this puck. Milky. Here we go. Gives it to Kelly. Gives it to Warszawa. Warszawa dumps it down. Takes the hit. Cougars in the corner with the puck. Ooh, and here comes the Cougars on the attack. Milkovic. Ooh, and Cougars firing a shot on a breakaway opportunity. And that was McRae with two quick saves back to back. Cougars behind our net. Here's Milkovic with the puck. Throws it over a couple of heads. Cougars picking it up. And there's a call coming. Interference. Interference going to the Cariboo Cougars. And it's going to put the Hawks on the power play. Just over 8 minutes left in this first period here. Coming out here for the power play unit, we got Valente, Lawler, Winstanley, Brogan, and Miller. Valente at the circle. Lawler with the puck here. Pass across to Winstanley, having trouble holding it. And the Cougars have an opportunity to clear it out of the zone. Tied up. Valente helping. And Winstanley picking up the puck here. Winstanley feeds it to Lawler. Lawler blocked there by a skate. Winstanley. Whoa! Come on. Winstanley going in, battling. Got 4 players, 1 puck. All right, Winstanley with the puck here. Feeds it across to Valente. Valente coming down the wing with some speed. Dumps it down into the corner. Come on. Hold on to this puck. It's our power play. Valente get thrown around there. It's tied up along the boards again. Having trouble getting this PK unit started. Miller feeds it to Valente. Setting up here. Valente. Pass across the ice. Can't quite get to where it's intended. Lawler sweeps it back in. And the Cougars have the puck in their own zone. Changing out the power play unit here. Firing a shot right into the glove of McRae. Plays it over there. Mintenko. Mintenko to Warszawa. Warszawa is coming down the ice here. Gets tied up by a player. Oh, what do we got? Looks like he's sending 2 players to the box. Not really sure. Looks like Winstanley's going to the box here. It's Warszawa. Well, if you're going to go in, take someone with you. So we got 2 coincidentals. Not entirely certain what that call was. All right, Mara at the face-off circle here. Gets it to Kelly. Kelly across to Mintenko. Mintenko moving in a bit. In deep here. Gives it to 20. 20 with the puck. Feeds it to Mare. Back to 20. Setting it up here. Back to Mare. Kelly. Over there to 20. Yeah, like 6 seconds left in this power play. Puck in front. We're back to even strength. Breakaway opportunity here. And he puts it away. Gosh dang. Coming off of that penalty. Hendrik Hesselgrave, number 11 from the Cariboo Cougars. He's got 14 points this season, 5 goals, 9 assists. He's 4th for points on the team. All right, Williams picking up the puck here. Brogan back to Williams. Williams trying to get his way through there. Fires in the puck. It's blocked. Lawler sends it in. It's also blocked. It's blocked. 2 shots towards the net, both blocked by skates. Cougars are doing a good job of getting in front of the puck here. Back behind the net here. Puck's loose. Brogan picking it up. Dumps it back in. We got offside. We got to go change out. And here comes the Cougars down the wing. Nice opportunity there by Mare. Oh, Cougars moving back in. Setting it up. Goes behind the net. They have a player there waiting. Cougars with the puck on the wing. They send it behind the net. Got a bit of a play there that they're setting up. Lawler takes the puck away from them. Off the glass. Out of the zone. Miller's chasing it. It's going to be an icing. Sending it back to Hawk territory here. All right, we got Miller, Matthews, Mare out there. Lawler and Matthews. Cougars with the puck. They send it behind the net. Lawler tying up the Cougar. And, woo! Smith trying to get it. Lawler with the puck. Feeds it up ahead. Cougars take it. Back off the boards. Down in deep. Matthews trying to get there first. Coming out with the puck. Plays it up ahead. Off the boards. Trying to get it to Valente. Puck's ahead. Cougars are chasing it here. Lawler tips it down in deep. And the Cougars are trying to regroup on a breakout here. Get it into the neutral zone. Cougars in on the attack here. Send it towards the net. Goes wide. Valente. Nice poke check there by Mare. Here comes the puck. Mare's picking it up on his stick. He's getting in there. Fires in a shot. It was just behind the net. And the Cougars coming in on the attack. Taken away. Coming back. Here's Mare. Nice move. Fires in a shot. It's blocked. Orsaba sends it back. Cougars regroup it in their own end. We got a shift change here for the Hawks. Winstanley takes his glove on that. Winstanley across to Dingwell. Dingwell, nice pass over there to 20, just outside his reach. Cougars dump it in. Waiting player over in the corner. Coos gets there first. Coos holding on to it. Nice pass up the boards to 20. 20 looking to feed it to someone. Gets it out over there. Winstanley can't quite hold it. We got an offside. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first period. All right, Valente at the draw here. All right, Williams takes it. Cougars have the puck. They send it way down. Goes back behind the net. Lawler picking it up. Winstanley feeds it to Valente. Cross to Williams. Bouncing puck, and the Cougars redirect it back. Winstanley picking it up. Plays it ahead to Valente. Valente. Cross ice there to Lawler. Lawler coming down the wing. Moving in. Moving in close. Fires in a shot. Good save. Somehow missed we were on the power play. That's my fault. Lawler feeds it across there to Williams. Williams up to Valente. Valente moving in. Can hold the puck. He's got Brogan coming to help him. Mintenko fires in the puck. Goes behind the net. And the Cougars managed to clear it out again. Mintenko gets it over to Williams. Williams. Pass over there to Winstanley. Winstanley coming down the ice. Oh, goes to leave it behind, but there was a Cougar there. Into the corner we go. 37 seconds left in this power play. Saba down the boards. Nice poke check by Winstanley. Nice poke check by Kelly. Winstanley battling to get there. Kelly helping him out. Kelly with the puck. Pass up to Twinney. Twinney dumps it in on net, and the goalie's going to cover it up, giving us an offensive face-off. 11 seconds remaining in this power play for the Hawks. Mintenko and Milkovich coming out. Williams, Dingwell, and Valente. Nope. Smith. And the Cougars clear it down. Milkovich. McRae plays it there for Milkovich. Up to Mintenko. Cross ice. Dingwell. Dingwell throws it over a few heads. There we go. Up the boards. Ooh, in front, Williams. Come on. There we go. Smith with the puck. Oh, and we got a call here. Tripping coming to Williams. We're off the power play, and now we're on the PK. Valente Warsava coming out there with Mintenko and Milkovich. Minute left to go. Cougars up at the top here. And Milky ices it all the way down. Good job. Cougars moving in, setting up the play, putting some pressure on. 18 seconds left to go in this first period. Saba sends it down the boards. Ooh, Valente had nice power Nice shorthanded opportunity in front. All right, that is the end of the first period. We will be back. All right, we are back here for the second period as the Hawks are about to take the ice. All right, Hawks taking to the ice. Mintenko, Milkovich out there. Preparing for an amazing second period here. Looks like we got Andrew Warsava getting ready to come out. Grayson 20. We are still on the PK here. All right, puck taken there by Warsaba, who keeps it in the Cougars' end. Cougars trying to break out. Warsaba keeping the pressure on him. Here comes the Cougars. Shot in front. Unable to get a shot off. 20 was working away at there. Mintenko going in there. Throws a hit. And breaks up that pass. Here's 20 with the puck. Taken away by the Cougars. 20 gets back. Cougars take another shot and send it high. Mintenko ices it all the way out. Williams is still in the box here. Fresh legs coming out for the Hawks. Mayer tries to get it over there to Valente. Mayer trying again. All right, here comes the Cougars down the wing. Mayer takes that puck away. Luca Valente with the breakaway opportunity here. And shoots wide. Gosh dang it. Puck goes in behind the net. Miller picking it up here in the corner. Miller. Back to even strength here. All right, Coos tying him up. Shot blocked there by Winstanley. Winstanley banks it up off the glass. Nice poke check there. That was Miller. Puck in the corner here. Cougars up at the point, firing a shot. McRae gets a piece of it. Unable. There's a centering pass there by the Cougars, but that was broken up by Mayer. Puck's loose. Cougars are picking it up in their own end, behind the net. Working their way, pass in through the neutral zone. Goes too far. That's an icing. Hawks are going to have a face-off in the offensive end. According to the clock, the shots are 11-2, but they definitely have not been putting up the shots the Hawks have been taking. So that is not a fair representation. All right, Williams, Dingwell, and Brogan on the forward line. Lawler, Matthews in the back. McRae in net. And the Cougars bank it up the boards. Matthews holds it in. Just ahead of Williams. Matthews again holds it in. Here we go. Cougars are on a bit of an attack here. Lawler tied him up in the corner and taking the puck. Gave the puck up there to Miller and Dingwell. Dingwell fires it towards the net, and the goalie is going to cover it up. Let's see if we get credit for a shot on that one. Probably not. No. All right, we got Kelly and Warsaba, 20, Milkovich, and Mintenko. Milkovich fires it on net. Good save. Again, not getting credit for that shot either, so that's 2, so that gives you an idea. All right, Cougars send it up the ice. Milkovich with a nice poke check there. Cougars send it back into the Hawks' end, behind the net. Cougars send it back, rimming it to the far side. Kelly tying him up. In front. Ooh, everyone's getting a piece of that. And Kelly, again, tied up along the boards there, trying to clear it out. Ooh, Milkovich gets tripped. And we're going to go back on the power play here. Milky draws a penalty. Valente, Mayer, Brogan with Winstanley and Lawler and McRae. Fires him a shot. Headhunted. All right, Winstanley's chasing that down. Feeds it over there to Lawler. Lawler feeds it up there to Mayer. Mayer feeds it to Valente. And Valente coming through. Setting it up. Valente with a lot of pressure. Feeds it to Mayer. Mayer in front. Had to fight off a man to get the puck. Puck gets played. Winstanley's there to catch, but he can't hold on to it. Cougars on the attack here, 1-on-3. Puck goes wide. Winstanley plays it up the boards. Picked up here by the Cougars. Cougars sending it back in. Mintenko trying to pick up the puck. It's in his skates. He's got it on his stick now. Banks it off the boards. Up ahead here. Miller. Miller with a breakaway opportunity. Oh, dang it. Oh, that went in. Hot diggity. Miller with the goal. No goal. Doesn't look like it went in. Sorry. False hope there. All right, Kelly with the puck. Oh, and the Cougars break it up. Mintenko racing to get there. Mintenko trying to get a stick on it, battling. And the Cougars have it in front. Firing a shot. Rebound picked up by Warsaba. Warsaba on the rush. Feeds it across to Mintenko. Mintenko going in deep here. And the puck's taken away by the Cougars. Cougars through the neutral zone. 1-on-2. Kelly with the poke check. Miller. Ooh, and they send it behind the net. And knocked down here. It was Miller, sends it. Goes wide. Twinney takes a hit there in open ice. Coming down the wing. Here's Mintenko. Mintenko dumps it down into the corner. He's going for a change here. Miller's chasing the puck. Dingwell's there to greet it. Williams tries to get a poke check. Dingwell getting a piece. Back behind the net. Down the ice it goes. Puck behind the net. Matthews. Poke check. Feeds it over there to Smith. Cougars with the puck here in front. Puck's high. Picked up by Lawler. Lawler feeds a pass up to Dingwell. It's coming back. Matthews picks it up this time. Into the corner. Sends it up the glass. Dingwell with the puck. Gets it out. Over there to Williams. Not quite as the Cougars catch that puck. Cougars in their own end. Coming through the neutral zone here. Matthews feeds it to Lawler. Lawler coming down the wing. Lawler skating in. Setting up. Fires in a shot. It's blocked. Dingwell picking up that rebound. Dingwell sends it. It's blocked. Cougars picks up. Dingwell sends it towards the net. Back behind the net here. Cougars fire it down the boards. Held in there by Lawler. Lawler feeds it across. Gets it to Brogan. Brogan tries to get it to Williams. Lawler fires it towards the net. Goes behind. Brogan sends it towards the net. It's deflected. Valente puts it behind the net. Gets it to Williams. Williams tries to get it in front. Brogan coming in to help. Tied up. Puck's loose. Picked up here by the Cougars. Sent across. Got Matthews and Lawler back. Got an offside there. All right, Mara at the faceoff circle. Valente's with them. Woo. Brogan gets knocked over. Winstanley going in, sweeps the puck. Up over there to Valente. It's tied up. Puck's loose. Winstanley's chasing it. Gets it over to Brogan. Brogan tries to get it. Almost to Mare. Puck's loose. Cougars have it. Here's Cougars on the attack. Moving in. Fires in a shot. McRae with a beautiful save. Got Warsaba at the faceoff circle. Cougars are changing center. Cougars bank it behind. Centering pass in front. Nice save there by McRae. Cougars with another opportunity. And they fire it towards McRae with another great save. McRae holding her own here in net. Face off to the right of McRae. 20, Warsaba, Mintenko, Milkovic. Kelly out there. All right, nice play there. Grayson 20 with a nice poke check, getting the puck, moving in here. Come on, Grayson. Oh, nice pass! It was beautiful. Sadly, Kelly didn't have it. That would have been a perfect play. That was beautiful, nicely set up. Oh, Kelly takes a big hit there. All right, and Cougars fire it down into the corner. Goes behind the Hawks net. Milkovic chasing him. Mintenko coming out. Puck's in the far corner this time. Kelly throwing a hit. Got some help coming from Warsaba. Ooh, Kelly gets knocked over, and we got penalty coming. Interference is the call, and it's going on the Cougars, putting the Hawks on the power play. Valente, Miller, Brogan. Winstanley and Lawler out there for the peak power play. Winstanley pass to Lawler. Lawler back to Winstanley. Winstanley to Lawler. Lawler moving it to Valente. Valente moves in, fires in a shot, goes just behind the net. Brogan up to Winstanley. Winstanley with another opportunity. Fires it in. 2 shots. Cougars clear it up the ice. Picked up by Lawler. Lawler passes it up to Winstanley. Winstanley, nice pass to Valente. Valente moving through. Winstanley along the wing. Moving in closer. Feeds it up to Winstanley. Winstanley to Lawler. Lawler to Valente. Valente moving it in. Tries to get it in there to Brogan for a tip. Valente picking it up here on the boards. Ooh, unable to get it all the way down. And the Cougars clear it. Winstanley and Lawler going in. Winstanley picking it up. Long pass up ahead. Demare can't quite hold it. Lawler's going to pick it up on the blue line. Feeds it back for Winstanley, who's not there. All the way back. 48 seconds left in this power play. Winstanley, long pass up to Demare, who's covered. Puck goes high. Bouncing puck. Winstanley trying to hold it again. Cougars picking it up in the neutral zone. Shorthanded, moving in. Knocked over. We got a tripping here coming. Matter of who's going in. Two minutes for trippings going to Winstanley. We got even play here for 30 seconds. And then the Cariboo are going to be on the power play. Valente, Milkovic, Mintenko, and Mare out there for the Hawks. Cougars have the puck. 4-on-4 here. Firing a shot. McRae with a nice save. Another nice save. 2 saves for McRae there. Cougars playing it up the ice here. Mintenko keeping the pressure on. Puck's loose. Mintenko gets it forward. Here we go. Valente, nice pass over there to Mare. Mare on a breakaway. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, good golly. Puck just got ahead of him. He got a weak shot off in the second one. Cougars. Gosh dang. Right down here. And they got a shot past McRae. Managed to squeeze one through those pads after making multiple saves. McRae's played a fantastic game out there. Hawks need to score and they need to get some shots on goal. So it's going to turn this game around, in case you're wondering. All right. We got Williams. Dingwell out there. Smith. Muller. Here's Smith. Muller holding it in. Gets it in deep. Puck's loose in front. Back to Williams, who sends it towards the net. Smith going into the corner to pick this up. Smith with the puck. He's covered heavily. Still trying to get out. Cougars taking away that puck. Good defensive play here by the Cougars. Moving in. Moving in. Lawler taking that puck away. Cougars taking it back, though. Here's Lawler with the puck. Sends it up towards Smith, but he had turned his back right at that moment. Lawler gets it in forward a little bit. Throws a bit of a hit. Smith coming to help him. Puck's loose. Picked up here by Matthews, and we got a call. Whoa, 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 whoa. Smith loosened it there. And he's tackled and taken down by a linesman. And I think Smith just got ejected. Cooper Dingwell is going to the box to serve 2 minutes there for Smith. Hawks are already short. Kim. There's Smith here too. Looking to see what's going up, if anything, on the clock. Nine minutes. Five minutes. Okay. Whew. Trying to figure out how they were getting that. Cougars are on the power play for 5 minutes. Cooper Dingwell is serving for Hugo Smith. Oh my goodness. It's a 5-on-3 for 4 minutes. Brogan's also in the box for 4 minutes. 5-on-3 for 4 minutes. And we have Win Stanley and Morsaba out there with Goose. Head contact and official abuse were the calls. Thankfully, there was a post there. McRae keeping locked in here. Ouch. Just as I said it, they score. All right, Nintenko, Milkovic, and Valente out there. Brogan's penalty has been reduced from 3:31 to 2 minutes, so one of his minors has been dropped. Still 5-on-3 here for another 2 minutes. Puck drawn. Nintenko dumps it down into the Cougars' end. Here comes the Cougars. Cougars firing a shot, blocked. Good save there. And they score again as McRae was on her back. Already knocked over. Puck was going in. Brogan's penalty is now served. All right, we are now on 5-on-4. Lawler and Matthews are on the ice this time with Mayer and Miller. Cougars with the puck here.
Cariboo is going to the second of the season, scoring a power play by number 7, Evan Gray. Assistant number 10, Taylor McKay, and number 4, Max Alderson. Time of the goal, 13:20. Gray on the power play from McKay and Alderson. And 13:20.
Oh, broken stick there. Mayer's stick breaks as he was trying to get that pass off. Miller chasing this. Here comes the Cougars. Matthews and Lawler are back. Good chase there by Miller. Cougars regrouping in their own end. Pass across the ice here. Lawler takes that puck away, sweeps it down. Cougars coming in through the neutral zone. Fires in a shot, goes wide. Matthews plays it behind for Brogan. Brogan sends it up for Twinney. Here's Lawler. Lawler coming down the wing. Twinney picking it up. Feeds it back there to Matthews. Matthews sends it down. Here comes the Cougars on the attack. Cougars. Twinney tries to get a piece. Cougars fan on it. They send the puck into open ice. Cougars picking it up. They send it back in their own zone, trying to regroup. Here comes the Cougars. Good save by McRae. Don't say or do anything. Come on, keep it cool. Lawler's having a chat with the ref. Seems a bit frustrated. Two minutes left to serve here. Puck going into the corner. Coos sending it back up the boards. Cougars. Back up here to the point. Coos plays it down. Manages to get it out of the zone. Picked up here by Valente. Valente shorthanded coming in. Come on, Valente. He is totally tied up. Looking for a call from the ref. Not getting it. And here comes the Cougars on the attack. Fires in a shot. McRae with a beautiful save. Cougars behind the net. Our net. Looking to set up their power play. Come on, let's ice it, boys. Coos clears it all the way down. Good shift. Mayer putting a little pressure on there. Leaving it behind. Into the corner. Cougars have it. They play it. Oh, puck's loose, and McRae's got it covered. Whew. 44 seconds left. This very long run of power play here. 5 minutes shorthanded is a long time. Warsaba. At the face-off. Cougars firing a shot. Goes wide. Regrouping at the point. Up to the top of the slot. Fires in a shot, or at least something. Brogan gets a piece of it. Warsaba putting a little pressure on. Cougars coming in. Firing another shot. It's blocked. Top of the slot. We're moving in closer. Fires in a shot. And it's good. They score again, making it 6-0 here.
Whatever Cougars scored in the second of the season, scored on the power play for 6-5. Assistant number 3, Dexter, and number 17, Justin Schmidt.
Cougars with the puck here. Move it in. Shot goes behind the net. Cougars picking it up at the point, and they send it back behind the net. They play it back behind. Matthews sweeps it forward. Cougars hold the line, picked up here. Here's Lawler with the puck. Moving in. Lawler fires it just above the net. Dang it. Come on, Twinney feeds it back. Let's get in there. Miller battling to get that puck. Cougars coming out with it. Puck goes it down. Icing. Just under 2 minutes to go. Cougars on the attack here. Winstanley trying to get back there. Ooh, puck deflected. High, knocked down by Coos and thrown away. Way to go, Coos. Williams feeds it to Valente. Valente coming down with some speed here. Trying to get through. He's taken out. He is taken out and he is hurt. Bloody hell. Both players look like they're hurting off that. Luca Valente having trouble getting up here. That's a tripping call? I think it's more than tripping. But. Luca's trying to get up here. Teammates coming to help him. Good job, he's skating it off. He got taken out. 2 minutes for tripping is the call. Hawks are on the power play here. Warsaba, Mayer, Williams, Winstanley, and Lawler. Redo that face-off. Winstanley with the puck. Gets it over there to Warsaba. Winstanley. Winstanley feeds it to Warsaba. Warsaba tries to get it over there to Lawler. He does, but he's got to set back up. Warsaba back to Lawler. Lawler coming in with some speed here. Moving in closer. Centering pass. Oh, gets it to 20. Golly. Those other players kept tying it up. Winstanley. Pizza there, Lawler. Lawler, nice pass in front, broken up there by the Cariboo. Cariboo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Face off is down here. I don't know what that was. .42 seconds left in the period. Minute and 20 in the power play. Come on, Hawks, let's put it in the net. Valente back on the ice. First shift after taking that into the boards. Lawler picking it up here, 29 seconds. Lawler pass across the ice just ahead of Miller. Or Twinney, pardon me. Going down. Lawler picking it up, going behind the net. Lawler working his way through. Pass up the ice. Valente. Valente coming down. He's got Mayer with him. Fires him a shot. God. Gosh dang it. Up here, Lawler. Pass across to Valente. That's the end of the period. Very disappointing second period, but we're going to come back for the third and do it all over again.
Shots on goal in the second period for Vancouver Northwest, 7 for a two-period total of 9. For the Cariboo Cougars, 15 for a two-period total of 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the...
I need to sit, but I can't move my phone.
That'll reset everything out of you. Everybody seems to love your commentary.
I love it.
Oh my goodness. Especially when I get it wrong.
It's super helpful.
I think the problem was earlier when I set it up and then I responded to a couple of messages and I moved my phone and then I realized I had like reset everything. I was like, gosh dang it. My feet aren't used to these snow boots.
have any like winter stuff. We haven't played something this area, so all of my winter stuff is there.
Of course.
I don't have any like winter stuff.
Oh.
I would say, I think that was a mistake on the call. Like, there's no way you can penalize one kid and have it be a 5-on-3. It should have been 9 consecutive minutes of 5-on-4, not 5-on-3 like that. That was a mistake. Like, whoever the ref was, like, you can't call one kid that way. I've never seen that.
No, that was awful.
Yeah, like, you said, if he's got 9 minutes of penalties, it's 9 consecutive minutes, not 4 and 5 together. Like,
But that was
that was done absolutely wrong. Well, I hope they have the next talk to do with there.
All right, we are back for the third period. We're going to start the third period on the power play for the first 30 seconds here. 37. We'll take those extra 7. Cariboo came back. Dang it. All right, looking to see how many players we have left on the bench. All right. See how many players we have left. All right, out here for the power play, we got Twinney, Lawler, Mare, Warsaba, and Valente. Oh. Won the draw, but we're going to do it again. Warsaba, they're taking the draw. Come on, Hawks, let's do it. Back to 20 minutes on the clock. All right. And the Cougars throw the puck out of play. Try it again. Third time lucky. It was Mare at the face-off circle this time. All right, Cariboo coming in on the attack. Lawler. Puck's going over here to Valente. Valente pass it up to Lawler, over to Warsaba. Warsaba coming down the wing. Looking to set it up here. He's got pressure on him. Feeds it down. Twinney, nice pass over there to Mare. Bam! Puts it away! Hot diggity! We're on the board, folks. All right, great start to that third period. Power play goal. Mare puts it away. All right.
Vancouver Northwest Hawks goal is fourth of the season, scored by number 16, and Warsaba.
Warsaba gets credit. Warsaba and Valente get credit for the goal there. My apologies. Way to go. Warsaba. All right. Left the puck over there for Dingwell. Dingwell gets knocked down, and puck is head here. Cougars with the puck coming in through the neutral zone. Milkovich plays it over a few heads, gets it over there to Miller, who dumps it down into the corner. That's an icing. Williams at the face-off circle. Cougars win the draw. Up to the point. Firing a shot in low. Mintenko brushes it away. Puck's loose in front. Dang it! And the Cougars get it back, making it 7-1 here as they chipped it just in over McRae's pad. Keep your cool here, fellas. Don't see Owen Kelly back out here on the ice. He's hurting after that second period. Matthews plays it up. Cougars tied up here. Cougars center ice, picked up here by Brogan. Brogan passes it back over there to a covered up Mare. Cougars take it away, bank it off the glass. Matthews trying to hold it, picked up here by Winstanley. Winstanley dumps it down into the corner, goes behind the net. Cougars picking it up in the far corner, sending it back behind their net. Brogan throws a hit. Mare trying to get this puck back. Mare with the puck on his stick, feeds it back. I take it back. That was Valenti who fed it back to Mare. Mare in front. Oh, gets blocked there. Nice pass in there from Matthews. Lawler coming across here. Cougars in with the puck. Matthews back. Woo. Lawler tying up the player here. Almost had a backdoor play. Didn't materialize though. And, ooh, nice. No. And that goes in just under McRae's pad. Here comes the Cooper. Mintenko feeds it up the boards. Over here to 20. 20. Nice pass in there to Coos. Coos making his move. Coos in the corner with it. Tied up. Picked up. All right. Moving in lower. Warsaba. Warsaba making his way. Puck taken away there. Here comes the Cougars on the attack. McRae with a nice save. Milkovich feeds it up. Williams. Nice pass there. Gosh dang it. Just through 20's skate and there we go. Williams keeping it in the zone. 20 dumps it down into the corner. He's going for a change. Williams chasing that puck into the corner. Battling to get there. He's gotten tied up along the boards. Here comes the Cougars on the attack. Milkovich is back there. Miller trying to pick up this puck here. Goes behind. Milkovich. Milkovich. Up the boards there to Miller. Miller gets it there to Williams. Williams coming down the wing. Not for long. He's got 3 of the Cougars chasing him. Still gets it into the Cougars' end. Miller gets a piece. Milkovich. Pass across to Mintenko. Up to Williams. Williams dumps it down into the Cougars' end. Miller's going into chase. Puck's left behind. Here comes the Cougars on the attack. Cougars moving in. And shot goes wide. Cougars with the puck in here. Moving in, trying to get a shot off. Nice block there by Matthews. Miller sending it back. Winstanley tipping it down. Dingwell chasing it. Dingwell keeping the pressure on. Cougars setting up to come out. There they are on the breakout. Winstanley gets a piece of that. Cougars have a chance. Moving in here. Fires a shot. Sticks deflected high. Matthews feeds it up to Brogan. Brogan holding the puck here. Nice pass across the ice there. Chipped up over a few heads by Dingwell. Mayer moving in. Leaves the pass for Brogan, who says a nice shot, sadly, into the glove of the Cougars goalie. We're going to have an offensive face-off, though. We'll take it. 7 more to go, hey? Anything's possible. Season of miracles, right? Mayer at the face-off. Up behind the net. Cougars with it. Long pass, broken up there by Lawler. Lawler moving up with it. Oh my gosh, he got tied up by his own players. Milkovich is chasing it. Cougars have it in front. No shot. Here we go. Brogan with the puck. Feeds it over there to Valente. Valente's skating for it, but the Cougars are skating faster. They pick up the puck into the corner here. Mayer sends it back. Cougars picking it up behind the net. Valente putting some pressure on. Bank it off the boards. Picked up here by Lawler. Lawler skating it through. Fires a shot on net. Takes a hit there. Here we go. Picked up. Orsaba feeds it in there. Nice pass to 20. Oh, 20 shoots it just wide. Orsaba fires in a shot. Valente. Oh my goodness. Someone told them to shoot. They're doing some great shots here. Here we go. Orsaba sends it towards the net. Koos moving in. Come on, Koos. Feeling it for you here. Sends it towards the net. Twinney tries to tip it. Orsaba gives it another effort. Hawks look like they're coming to life here in the third period. Good shift, keeping the pressure down into their end. Picked up 20, sends it down. Hawks are going for a change. Orsaba's in there. Cougars trying to bring it up the boards here. Poke check there by Miller. Puck's loose. Winstanley taking the body. Koos is picking up the puck here. Ooh, fans on it. Cougars have an opportunity in front here. Send it in close, and they put it behind McRae. Gosh dang. Okay, we're looking for a goal, but we're looking for it on the other end. McRae needs to remember it's got to get through 5 Hawks before she even has the opportunity. McRae has been making stops left and right here. This is not on her. Cougars is coming out here on the attack. All right. Here comes the Cougars. Picking it up. Come on. Take away that puck. Come on, Hawks. All right, coming into the corner. Back over to the far side. Cougars have the puck on the wall. Lawler with the poke check. Rory ties up the player behind. Miller has an opportunity to get this puck out of here. Picked up by Williams. Williams feeds it over to Matthews. Over to Lawler. Lawler bringing it down. Nice pass up the ice. Gets it deep in the zone. Cougars with the puck in front of their own net. Pressure here coming from Miller. Cougars in on the attack here. Pass across the ice. They're sending it back. They like to keep a player right behind the net there. The play seems to be working out for them. Dingwell passes over to the Cougars. Cougars bank it off the walls. Cougars behind their own net. In on the attack here. Valente putting some pressure on. Knocks over their player. Cougars still have the puck though. Good pressure though. Don't give up. Let's go Hawks. All right, Mayer. Brogan picking it up here. Brogan, nice pass over to Mayer. Can't quite hold it. Going the wrong. And the Cougars are on the attack. Mintenko back there to greet. Mintenko tying him up in the corner. Puck's behind. Mayer tries to clear it. Mayer banks it up the boards. Brogan. Brogan with it here. Feeds it over there. All right, Mare coming down the wing with the puck here. Nice pass to Valente. Good save there by the goalie. Beautiful setup. Excellent play. Hawks look good on that one. Milkovic sends it back in. Held in there by Mintenko. Brogan dumps it down. Behind the net. Cougars clear it up. Mare gets a piece of it. Mare sends it in. Goes off a skate. Cougars take it back. And they send it out aimlessly. It's going to be icing. And we're going to take the ozone face-off. Saba at the circle. Quinny's beside him with Coos. Coos is playing up and forward here. We got Wynn Stanley and Matthews on back. Twinny. He's trying. Throwing a hit here. Here comes the Cougars on the attack. Nice poke check there by Rory. Picked up here. There's Saba. Pass across the ice here. Wynn Stanley picking it up. Pass to Matthews. Up the boards. Coming back, Matthews. Here we go, Twinny. In the corner. Icing. All right, Williams. It was Miller. Puck's going down all the way. Lawler. It's icing. Williams at the face-off circle. Milkovic. Williams with a bit of a tip. Went too high, though. Coming down the boards here. Lawler chasing it. Picking it up. Pass over there. Milkovic. Milkovic sends it up the ice. Picked up here by Miller. Miller skating it in. Into the corner. He's taken out. Head contact is the call. Took it right to his helmet. All right, Miller's up and moving. Two minutes for head contact. All right, out here for the power play. Valente, Brogan, Mare, Lawler, Winstanley. Lawler with the puck. Pass across to Winstanley. Winstanley tries to get it through center ice. Good goal. All right, Lawler tying up the body. Winstanley picking up the puck here. Winstanley with the puck. Pass across here to Valente. Valente coming down the wing. Cariboo gets a piece of it. Brogan battles to get that puck out into the corner. Cariboo with the puck. They're going to ice it down. Glove down by Lawler. Lawler feeds it across to Valente. Valente into the corner. Mare. Brogan. Back over here to Valente. Valente fires in a shot, goes into the glove. Good effort, Hawks. Good effort. All right. Here we go. Williams, 20, Warsaba, Winstanley, and Lawler. Cougars with the puck here. Coming down. Winstanley feeds it up there to Williams. Williams up to 20. 20 coming down the wing here. Come on, 20. Still has the puck, gets a shot. It's blocked. And the Cougars ice it all the way down. They're skating hard for it. Lawler taking the puck. Lawler working his way past. Lawler gets a poke check on him. Still has the puck. Feeds it back. He takes a hit. Draws a penalty. Hawks have it. Cross-checking. I think the Hawks might be on a 5-on-3 here. At least for 30 seconds. 5-on-3 for the Hawks. Mare at the face-off circle. 5-on-3, boys. No! 5-on-3. We're not giving it to them. Here comes the Cougars on the attack. Pressure coming. Oh my gosh, he still has the puck. Shoots. Good. Covered up there by McRae. Whew. Good grief. Number 21, Lemp. With 16 points so far this season for the Cougars. All right. Hawks, Warsaba with the puck. Feeds it across. 20 skating down. Going into the corner. Still has the puck. Up to Lawler. Cross to Valente. Valente moving in. Circling back. Pass across to Lawler. Lawler moving in. Fires in a shot. Goes wide. Luca Valente going to pick it up here. We are now 5-on-4 hockey. Gets it past ice. Here's Lemp. Fires in a shot. McRae with a beautiful stick save. Valente sends it behind the net. Picked up by Lawler. Lawler blocked there. Lawler blocks it back. Valente trying to get it. Come on. Left behind. Picked up by Lawler. Lawler sends a nice pass up there to 20. Feeds a beautiful pass to Mare. Mare still has it. Coming in. Setting up. Oh! Good save there. 20 with the puck. Glove down by the Cougars. Milkovic. Milkovic with the puck. Gets it over there. Warsaba. Come on. He gets taken out. Mare picking it up here. Mare with the puck. Feeds it in front. 20 with an opportunity. 20 with another opportunity. Good save there. 20 with a couple of shots. Milkovich holding the line. And the puck goes out of play. All right, we have Williams, Miller, Milkovich, Mintenko, and Dingwall out on the ice. Williams has taken the draw. Held in by Milkovich, who fires a shot on net. Cougars rim it around to the far side. Picked up by Mintenko. Mintenko with some heavy pressure on him. Sends it back behind the Hawks net. Puck is in front, picked up here by Milkovich. Milkovich with a nice pass up the ice to Miller. Goes in deep into the zone. He called that icing. I don't know. Williams. Mintenko. Mintenko gets his feet taken out from under him, but there's no call on that. Here's Williams, and the Cougars take the puck away. Mintenko going into the corner here. Pass in front. Ooh, Cougars, that was a nice block there. Cougars, another shot, another block. Finally, Hawks clear it out. Miller's got it, taken out. Cougars sending it back. Centering pass in front, picked up by Dingwall. Dingwall trying to clear it out. Cougars sending it back. Dingwall's skate ties it up. He's taken out. Milkovich throws a hit. Cougars have the puck. Send it into the net. Still 4 minutes left. McRae's being left wide open. These Cougars seem to have our number here today. Winstanley throwing a hit. Valente getting that puck ahead. Cougars sending it back. Valente picking it up. Valente in the corner here. Sending it back. Picked up here by Winstanley, who fires a shot. It's blocked. Cougars send it back. Should be icing. Yeah, it's not. Not really sure why, but Valente sends it over, and the Cougars are back on the attack again. Cougars moving in, fires a shot, goes wide on the net. Come on, let's clear it out. We got to get rid of those rebounds. Here we go. Valente coming down the ice. Here we go. Valente and Brogan, 2-on-2, and there was a poke check there. And the Cougars are sending it back the other way. And the Hawks are battling to keep it going. Milkovich going into the corner. Milky coming out with this. Feeds it over there to Brogan. Brogan gives the pass to Lawler. Lawler trying to work his way through. Cougars closing down on that opportunity. Here we go. Coming back. 2:54 to go in this third period. Lawler sends it down. 20's waiting. So are the Cougars. They take that puck away. Coos trying to pick it up. Picked up here by 20. 20 fires it towards the net. He's taken out. There's a lot of taken out here today. Lawler moving in with the puck. Fires a shot. Oh, rebound here by Coos. And it's good. Hot diggity. We'll take it. That was a goal from Coops. All right, we're Saba back at the face-off circle. I don't know there's enough time to tie it up, but we'll keep working at it. Up the boards here. Lawler on the wall. Lawler fires it towards the net. Good save. The goalie swallows that up. There's just over 2 minutes to play here.
Vancouver Northwest Hawks goal. It's second of the season, scored by number 22, Grayson 20.
That was Grayson.
Number 60 in power. Time to goal 17:34.
That was Grayson with the goal and Lawler with the assist. All right. Poke check there. Dingwell sends it down. Cougars pick it up. Cougars send it up. Take it away there. Williams. And taken back by the Cougars. In through the neutral zone. Picked up by Winstanley. Fed up ahead. Ooh, too far ahead for Williams. Cougars picking it up ahead of of Miller. Miller in the corner. And the Cougars try and take it back. Vintenko steps up. Knocks the puck back into the Cougars' end. Everybody look a little tired here in this third period. Mayer picking it up. Come on, Hawks. There we go. Valente. Ooh, puck behind them. Here comes the Cougars. Oh. Okay. No. Never touch the goalie. All right. Good save there by McRae. 20 taking some bodying over here in the corner. Cougars tip it high. Coos. Or Saba. Someone's got to get it there. All right. Lawler behind the net. Chips it up ahead. Cougars there to send it back. Puck's loose in front. Right in front. Come on. Nobody gets a shot off. Lawler picks up the puck. Lawler chips it over a few heads. Dumps it down in deep. This can be an icing. Really? There's 1 second left in the game. All right, that's the end of that game. Woo-wee! With another save by McRae. Tough game here for the Hawks. All right, we are back here tomorrow for another game against the Cariboo Cougars.
Stand by for your stars.
Puck drop tomorrow is 11:45. We'll see you all here. Where the Hawks are going to come back and redeem themselves. Thanks for watching, everybody.